Last time we did a video about geopolitics on the past, and today we are going to focus on the present. The present for geopolitics is easy to see. It's a destruction of the system because we need to go with the flow, and the flow is a technological flow. Geopolitics, it's based mostly on technology. Yeah, we see everybody has been brainwashed according to the culture. We all have been prepared according to our emotions, our culture, and our disposition, and our genetic traits. Yes, that is the truth. We all have been brainwashed, and we believe what we want to believe. At this moment, if you see all sides of influencers, some of them say one thing, some of them say another thing. Somebody's winning, somebody's losing, but at the same time, one is losing and the other time is, yeah, it's all the same. But what I want to tell is that modern geopolitics is like a soap opera where it's just day by day they go and they create situations in order to achieve a goal. And my vision is trying to be from the stratosphere and not to the ground, because if you look from the stratosphere you can see more. At the moment, geopolitics is, for me, conflicts are fake. For me, conflicts are just made in order to create destruct, to create a sentiment of powerless among humans, because you know the elites, they are different than humans. I always tell when the United Nations was starting, there was a person that was on World War II. I don't remember the name or anything, but he was studying cats, feral cats and normal cats, and their food intake and their behavior. And I always thought that we are like cats. We are pets for the king of the world. The leaders of the world treat us like we are pets. I have a video that talks about breed like pets, because we are being breeded like pets. Not everybody, of course, because there are some losers that did not have any children. But that's another thing that I want to talk about in the future, that if you don't have children, the best thing that you can do is to sacrifice yourself for your next of kin. Your next of kin that has to be the recipient of the wealth that you create. So in the future, they do not are slaves to death or to other things. Well, I always go the tangent and lose the track. I don't use AI, and I don't write what I'm talking about. Maybe for you it's not easy to understand. Well, if it's not easy to understand, then I'm so sorry, but this is what I am. So talking about geopolitics, day by day is mostly nonsense, because geopolitics is a game chess. And the day by day is already a movement already made, and you have to think already on the next movement. Geopolitics is like a game of chess, because it takes time. It's not like go willy-nilly and see what happens. It's not like today we have a president and does what he wants, and next time we have another president and does what he wants. No. I was hearing a diplomat for the Foreign Affairs Secretary, and I was hearing it on YouTube as always, and she said that President Trump was shown the list of things to achieve in China 24 hours before. So President Trump did not know the agenda for the Chinese conference, the Chinese meeting. So we can see how presidents are also spokespersons. They are not real leaders, they are spokespersons, they are actors, and the same goes with Putin, the same goes with the Chinaman. Yeah, all of presidents are just actors, spokesmen, and that's a reality. I believe that the war in Russia is just made with the purpose of creating a new region of control in Central Asia, partnered from East and West. So the Middle Kingdom of Asia is gonna be built. But geopolitics is not like tomorrow is gonna happen. Geopolitics is 25 years, 50 years, 100 years. So you better is not way to really understand it. The best way to understand it is just to go with the flow, to understand what are the possibilities. The reality is that everything is planned. Everything has been planned since God created everything, right? That's the reality. Everything is planned. Nothing is willy-nilly. Nothing is just let's see what happens. And yeah, that is geopolitics for us. Another thing of concern is how we are being misguided by supposedly intelligent influencers. Well, they are intelligent because they have followers when I don't have followers. So yeah, they are intelligent. But I remember in 2022, some influencers, Steven Selhan, some Selhan guy, he used to say that Mexico was going to be the leading in manufacturing, and Argentina, because China was going to lose the manufacturing capacity. And 4 years after, and the Mexicans are in the same position, or even worse. I do not know, because I do not know anything about Mexico, but I have not read any news that the Mexicans are in top position of manufacturing. Also, I've heard people, influencers, saying that the United States is gonna pour trillions, or at least $1 trillion, into manufacturing capabilities for the United States. But the reality is that all of that is gonna be gone into loans for companies, and those companies are gonna end up being zombie companies, because loans create zombie companies. Like, for instance, let's go again to the same. If I want to buy a machine, the machine costs me 100,000. Then with loans, I end up paying 200,000. But the bankers are very smart, and they say that at the end of the 2 years that you have to pay the 100,000, you can refinance with the loss. So every time that you keep going to get a refinancing of a loan, you go more into the hole, and then that's what creates zombie companies that are only for the quick gain, even though knowing that they will be obliterated once they cannot pay. That's what happens many times. So these are just sort of conversations between me and the camera, and I hope that somebody is hearing, and I hope that somebody understands a little bit, and subscribe and like. With time I'm gonna make videos and images, but at this moment this is what I have. Okay, thank you, bye. And I'm doing this because I need to have movement, and to keep having videos deliveries, so people will see that I'm a trustworthy influencer. Thank you, bye.